Okay, I just want to do a really quick video about this Titan lat pull down attachment because there didn't seem to be a whole lot available when I was looking to buy it. So here it is. This is on my Titan X3, the bolt down version, and this is the tall version. So it's, I forget, I think it's 90 inches tall. The short version, or they make the rack attach short version as well. The only difference is basically a cable extension and some different uprights. So basically, overall fit and finish first, we'll just talk about that briefly. All the pulleys are really smooth, very comparable to other pulley systems I've used. The welds you can see here are solid. These are hollow with some bolts screwed in the end, so they're a little bit lighter duty than some of the solid steel chrome plated versions. The welds look good. I mean, here you can compare these welds here, all across here, that's all Titan. This here is a Rogue attachment. I mean, it's very comparable as far as the welds go. It is, okay, so basically it replaces whatever cross members you've got with these high and low cross members. They are 2 by 3 inches, and one thing that is worth noticing is that it's a little bit thinner gauge steel than my actual X3 rack. This is 11 gauge steel. I'm guessing this is about 14 gauge or so. I haven't measured it, but it's definitely lighter duty. And because it's 2 inches instead of 3 inches, it does have a little bit more side to side movement than my old one. Well, I don't know if that's why. I assume that's why, but it feels like there's a little bit more side to side movement wobble when I shake it. But nothing disconcerting at all. And then it adds in this low one, which isn't normally there on the bolt down version. Okay, so some of the reasons, well, let's see, I'll also talk about it fitting in the rack. So this is the 24-inch depth rack. I don't think it would, I don't know, maybe it would fit in a 16. I haven't measured it, but you can see there's not a lot of room from the front pull-up bar to the back, or from the pull-up bar to here. I wouldn't put it on a 16-inch depth, but it works well on the 24-inch. There's plenty of room to do lat pull downs. You do need to take into consideration your side-to-side room, depending on the length or the width of your lat bar. So this is a 48-inch lat bar, and I've got a bar holder here on the outside, and there's just barely room for lat pull downs. Obviously, you could use a shorter handle though. The whole thing is very smooth. The action's really smooth, so no issues there. I haven't even lubricated these guide rods yet, and it's still quite smooth. So why you might want this instead of another style of lat pull down. So I'm actually replacing this one over here, which is just some, I think it's Northern Lights brand one. But this uses a different method of travel. So this uses the square upright style. And the only really significant difference is this seems to have more friction involved with it. However, you can load one side only and it works just as well. So you can put like a 45-pound plate on the left side and nothing on the right, and it'll still move just fine as long as you lubricate the upright. On this style with the 2, I noticed that if you put one plate on here, even if it's only like a 25 and then nothing on the other side, it wants to hitch as it goes up, so it's not smooth. So this one, you really do kind of need to load it evenly. The reason I'm replacing this one for the rack attached is twofold. One, just footprint, but 2, this one, I don't know the exact height, it's probably 80 inches, but it's significantly shorter. So I couldn't get, I'm 6'3", and I couldn't get even close to full extension at the top to do an actual proper lat pull down. But the advantage is this has a permanently built-in seat and adjustable leg rests, so it's just ready to go at any time. This one does not. You're gonna have to set up your bench for a seat, and you're gonna have to set up something to hold your legs down. I use this Rogue Monster Light roller, and I actually stick it right here in my safety arm, which I have a hole drilled through the bottom to store this. And that works really well. Or you could buy the Titan pad for it. I just didn't go that route. But either way, you're gonna have to set something up to do it. The advantage with this one is, on the tall version, at least for me, is that I can get full extension on my lat pull downs, which is helpful. Okay, so fitting racks. This, I don't see any reason why this would not fit a Monster Light rack. There might be some reason I'm unaware of, but as far as I can tell, there's no reason it wouldn't fit, because it has this one huge channel, the whole length of it, so it would fit any hole placement you'd want on all 4 attachment points. Now this one, Titan uses, I believe it's 42 inches inside diameter from here to the other cross member, whereas Rogue is 43 inches. That being said, I have a Rogue stainless steel knurled socket pull-up bar installed on my Titan X3 just fine. So technically, this is out of square right now, the way it's set up. So I've got 43 inches inside on the front, and it's like 42.25 inside diameter on the back from the Titan fittings. So there's no reason you couldn't do that with a Rogue rack, because essentially mine is a Rogue rack, at least on the front dimension. It's just gonna be slightly out of square. Anyway, that's about all I have on it, I believe. If I think of anything else, I'll add it in the comments or something down below or in the video description. But yeah, overall, super nice pulley, super nice rack attached pulley, and I would definitely buy it again in a heartbeat. Works super well.